Would you believe it if I said I broke 52 Guinness World Records titles in 52 weeks in 2024? Come on! But what was the first, the last, the fastest, the longest? What was the hardest record to break? And what was the easiest? What went viral? What was the most dangerous? And what was the most painful? These and more coming up in Record Breaker Rush's 52 records in 52 weeks of 2024. Kicking the year off with the silliest record of the year. The most ping pong balls bounce off the wall into shaving foam on the head in 30 seconds. Tied the record of 14. Then the most explosive record of the year. The fastest time to put on 5 t-shirts shot from a t-shirt cannon. Come on! 46 seconds. Had to get a juggling record in. I have the most juggling records. This time, the fastest juggling blindfolded on a balance board. 437 catches. That's more than the 2016 record of 428. Standing on the ground with the eyes open. The record for which I am most likely to faint. The most balloons inflated in 3 minutes using only the nose. After over a dozen attempts, I finally got 28, tying the current record. And now for the most consequential record of the year. The most records broken. Not just the most vinyl records broken in 30 seconds of 55, beating the previous mark of 53, but I used this one to announce that I hold the most concurrent Guinness World Records, beating my 2024 goal. I passed 181, and now I hold well over 190 concurrent Guinness World Records titles. Come on. Now for the easiest record to make fun of.
2 men in Idaho recently set a Guinness World Record by passing a giant inflatable ball back and forth nearly 8,000 times. The record was for least weekend plans.
The biggest celebrity mashup of the year went on Dr. Mike's podcast, The Checkup. And at the end, he surprised me with a challenge. You think we can break the most fist bumps in 30 seconds record? He's friends with Howie Mandel. He's a boxer. Said, let's go for it. I'm like, I don't know. I haven't been practicing.
Gentlemen, we will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 1, time.
I think we have a record.
Come on! 397 fist bumps in 30 seconds, beating the mark of 380 with Howie Mandel. He got me in the 2025 Guinness World Records book. Now for the easiest record of the year. The most balloons burst with boxing gloves in 1 minute. The record increased from like 28 to 36 to 37, and the day I was going to break it, it jumped all the way to 72. This is what happened. I got 327. So easy! Stay tuned, this one's not over yet. The longest record of the year, 1 hour, 37 minutes of dribbling a basketball blindfolded. This was actually the second time I did this. The first time I sat down to try it, and that wasn't allowed. The most dangerous record of the year. The furthest distance walked. With a lawnmower balanced on the chin while it was running.
Come this way, 3.
And while it's not part of the record, it was in the wind. Walked 359 meters. I was trying to get all the way around the track, but it was too windy. Now for the biggest unexpected challenge of the furthest distance to blow a playing card in one breath. I thought it was going to be easy. I couldn't even get it to move in the first day I was out. After weeks of practice, I finally got it over 10 meters, tripling the current mark. The most satisfying record of the year. Here it is, the most behind-the-back basketball passes in 1 minute. I held this record with Hollywood Hammond back in 2019, but we lost it. 5 years later, finally met a beast of a man, Chris Stump, and we practiced for weeks until we could beat the current mark of 65 with 70 behind-the-back basketball passes in 1 minute. Okay, this was the craziest day of the year. I went to Guinness World Records headquarters in London where I attempted 18 official records in 1 day. After weeks of practice, I was successful on 15 of those, kicking it off with the most touches of the baseball, alternate sides of hands in 30 seconds.
We start. Looking good. 1. Nice. Come on!
Now the most viral record of the year. The most times to bounce a ping pong ball off the wall in 30 seconds using the mouth. Some people say the slow-mo is unnecessary. I disagree. 37 times balloons in 30 seconds, beating the previous mark of 43.
That tasted good.
Now the hardest record of the year. I thought I would never beat this one again, especially after I broke it, I think, in 2017. The most bites taken out of 3 apples in 1 minute. I got 164. Nobody had broken that record, and I didn't think I was going to attempt it again, but I gave it a shot.
1, go. And stop. Come on!
198 bites in 1 minute. Those apples were demolished, and so were my lips. The most meaningful record of the year for me as a juggler. I love juggling. I love these juggling records. I've wanted to do this one for so many years. It's the most juggling tricks in 1 minute. Finally had the gumption to put in the time, the effort, to put the moves together, practice it, and take down this record.
Come
That's
on!
49 tricks in 1 minute, breaking the previous mark of 37. Now for the shortest record of the year. Don't blink or you'll miss it.
1, go.
Fastest time to foamy throw a paper airplane in 5.12 seconds, beating the previous mark of just over 6 seconds. Then just after that, the second shortest record of the year.
Go.
The fastest time to stack 10 rolls of toilet paper. 5.38 seconds, missing out on the fastest by 0.26 seconds. The most painful record of the year here.
Go.
The fastest time to drink a liter of lime juice through a straw. Just over 13 seconds, and a reversal of fortune. The most nostalgic record of the year, teaming up again with Hollywood Hannon, even though he's moved across the country. The most behind-the-back baseball catches in 1 minute.
Come on! Woo! Watch the video back in that one. Okay.
Back with what is no longer the easiest record to break. It was 72. I got 327 that first time. What can I do on Live with Kelly and Mark?
We are back with David Rush, who is about to attempt the record for most balloons burst with boxing gloves in a minute. Go!
Stop.
600 balloons. It's a new.
Do you think you could break 10 balloons a second for an entire minute?
Congratulations.
All right, here is the most frustrating record of the year. I did this with YouTube star Josh Horton and his crew. The fastest time to transfer 100 tennis balls over 10 meters. The balls can't touch the ground.
55?
It was so hard to keep them. We were shooting to beat a minute. Finally got it. We counted it up, we broke the record, submitted the evidence, and then Guinness came back and said, oops, that record was not supposed to be available for the general public. That is only available on our cruise experience. We cannot approve your record, even though you broke it. So it doesn't even count as part of the 52 records broken on the year. So frustrating. All right, this was the most viewed record on live television. The most cucumber snap in 30 seconds. This is on El Hormiguero film in Madrid, Spain. Mark to beat 50. I got 65 in 30 seconds, viewed by over 10 million people on television. And now, for the final record of the year, the 52nd. The most hits at a table tennis ball off a wall in 30 seconds. The mark to beat 115. That is 187 for 52 records in 52 weeks of 2024. I'm David Record Breaker Rush, the holder of the most concurrent Guinness World Records titles. What record should I break this next year? Comment below, and we'll see you in 2025.